Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video I wanted to make an update to my best Supreme Arena defenses for this week. I believe that the eironn, Almas, Elsa team that I showed in yesterday's video probably isn't the best option to be running, at least for me, maybe for other people as well. I think in this season specifically, because of all of the ways to grant unaffected onto your heroes, such as Wilder buff tiles, Mauler buff tiles, Valor shield spell, there's basically way too many ways of countering eironn control teams. Now, it leaves me in kind of a weird position because eironn and all the heroes built around eironn, like Caroline Arden, these are the heroes I have most invested into. These are the heroes which usually built my strongest ever Supreme Arena defenses. I still am going to run them, I think, but I'm going to change it up a bit and not have like the full lockdown with Almas. Although, if you guys are having success with that team, then that's great, but I thought I got kind of cold feet about trying that team after doing a little bit of like testing on offense at the beginning, right after reset. Okay, we have some cool replays to watch. 3 people have attacked me, and they're all strong players. We managed to hold and gain 2-0 victories each time and not get deranked. So that is a really good sign, and it shows that our teams are performing pretty well, that I've now currently placed. So we got the top 2. Okay, I'm going to briefly show you the teams, and then we're going to jump right into the replays. So I'm running this crowd control eironn team with Vala as a third threat here. I don't know if Vala is the best here. I was thinking maybe Granny would be better and have more tankiness, maybe something like this, or even potentially have Rowan in here as well with the eironn team. I don't know what is actually going to be the best, but for right now, I am trying this one, Resonating Spell on the Arden. Number 2, I really like this team. You're going to watch from the replays how effective this is, but I'm a huge fan of this team. I think it makes really good use of Maulers along with Supreme plus Fiestro in a map which really suits melee-oriented heroes. Now, I have tried one thing. I've changed Mikola for Coco. I don't know which is better, but I think most people probably have Coco built, maybe not Mikola. So then in that case, I definitely think this is better. And we have the energy from the main Fiestro, Crimson Contract, onto Coco to cast faster. I really like this team. I'm a big fan of it. And then moving on to team number 3. Now this team, credit goes to Wooster. I copied Wooster's arrangement for the team he's running this week, and I really like it. I feel like you don't need Damien here along with Haywin. I think Haywin is enough healing for this Skirlita stall team, and having double threats of Lily May and Floribel, having the Skirlita as a third threat, this is actually pretty scary. And Haywin is in a position where she's pretty safe. Like, I mean, Thorin is going to be running up to the enemies, blocking any damage that would be targeting Haywin. And a lot of the slots are on the other side of the map, which means Haywin is safe. And you just want to protect Haywin in this team. Again, with the Tide Call spell. Okay, let's take a look at the replays. First of all, we're going to show my offense replay, and I showed you team testing. I did one attack with the Almas team, and it got completely smashed. Well, I mean, probably we were running into a very strong opposing team, definitely the Skirlita Stroll team, but I don't know. I didn't like it after that, and I decided, okay, I'm going to change things up. Okay, let's take a look at our Mauler replay, and let's set it to, yeah, we're on 1 time speed. So the Shakira goes up into the back, and it's just crazy what Shakira can do. Look at that. It's honestly pretty insane. Shakira with the Rainier buff, attack from the charms, position swapped, having the damage reduction, Verdant spell to give him penetration because he's a rogue class hero. He's a monster. Like, I do not want to face a Shakira like this, so that's why I put it on my defense. And look at this, all of our allies are up in the front. The 2 Fiestros, the Brutus, they're all going to get the value of the Lupine's aura of Shakira. And also that is going to give, from Wolf's Will skill, is going to give more attack to the Shakira and all of these allies. And here we didn't even have Mikola, we had enough attack. So I don't know whether Mikola is better here than Coco. It's either Coco or Mikola, I'm not sure. And now if you don't have Fiestro in this team, you can replace Fiestro for like another damage threat like Sylvina. Would be fine. I would still run Coco. You can even run Smokey. You can try Entendre. You can try Mikola. Basically, there are a lot of options for this team. Let's just take a look at the records so you know the team I'm talking about. You can just swap Fiestro for Mikola, Smokey maybe, Sylvina. Try all these different things. Sylvina also is really scary along with the fact that both Brutus and Shakira are going to be teleported. into the back line. I really like Verdant Spell. I think it gives a lot of good tanky stats from the artifact itself, and the class-based buffs are really quite valuable. Penetration for Shakir, the haste for the supports like Coco, and damage reduction for tanks. That makes Freestro practically unkillable. So I really like that. Okay, moving on to team number 3. Team number 3 is basically a mirror match. However, rather than Floorball, he's using Prissa because his Prissa is more invested. My Floorball is more invested. And we're going to take a look at this, how it goes. We're both running Tie Call Spell. Otherwise, it's basically a mirror match. And this is where I got the inspiration from running, or to decide to run this Haywin team on team number 3. And I think it's pretty good. The reason I didn't decide to go for it on this final map is because I usually have Haywin on the buff tile and Thorin sword packing the Haywin. And I'm like, Thorin can't sword pack the buff tile allies in this map. So I was like, I can't run the Scarlius Troll team here. But you can just put Haywin off to the side like Worcester did. Okay, my Haywin almost died here though. So that is definitely something to keep in mind. Look how much damage his Lily May is doing. Because Lily May is getting buffed from the Prissa. And that's going to give a growth stack to Lily May. It gives attack buff and attack speed buff to Lily May. She becomes incredibly strong. So there's another team that Starlord from my Discord server, he was sharing with me. And he's running Prissa in the Scarlita Stroll team instead of, for example, Floorball here. Maybe Prissa is even better. Like, watching that crazy damage output from Lily May, Prissa might be better. Like, if we go back over to this team, replacing Floorball for Prissa, especially if you, like, have a Prissa built up, this would be a really good option for you. Probably like this. This guarantees that the buff goes on to Lily May. This is what Worcester's defense is. It might be scarier than mine, to be honest. The buffs from Prissa onto Lily May are no joke. They're very strong, and it gives her that growth stack. That is her major advantage. And she herself also hits really hard, too. Where is the buff? Yeah, increase attack speed and attack damage. Up to 30%. Both. 30% attack damage, 30 attack speed. That's crazy. Lily May can shred through things. So this is another great team to try. Or if you want to try it on map number 1, this is like, I'm going to show you Star-Lord's team that he's using this week. And he thinks it's going to do really well for him. He is running this. He's running this. So Lily May is going to get the buff from Prissa. And you have the Thorn Swell Pacting Haywin. Again, very scary team. Honestly, I can't remember which artifact he was running. But, oh, he's running Valor Shield on this. He's running Valor Shield because, based on the positioning, they should be giving it to Prissa. And then also to the Haywin. Or something. Yeah, I mean, this is another thing that you can try, definitely. I don't know which is the best. We need to do a lot of testing, and until Friendly Duel comes out, we can never really figure out what is the overall best comp. There's so many different permutations and options, right? But definitely, like, running a comp, like an eironn comp here, would also be just as effective if you want to switch the Scarlita Stroll team to team number 1. It might even be better. Okay, let's go back and check the more replays. So now we're going to look at my defense logs. So, I lost the first team. Most of the time I'm losing the first team. However, I did win against Icy, which means that it is not a weak team. It's just that the players who have been attacking me, they're running their strong team. Well, actually, I should not have lost to this enemy team. They have the Lightbearer buff tiles. Wow, Lightbearer buff tiles and Val is putting in work. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with my first team. I need to improve this. Let's take a look at this replay. Yeah, so they have the Valor Shield spell to counter the eironn control. And my Val is hitting the Thorn in the back because of the positioning. And Val already going to kill my Carolina. Yeah, this team is too weak to too many things. My eironn control team. And the thing is, like, if I had Granny here, it wouldn't change anything. Valor would still kill me. If I had... I think I need to go for a Lightbearer team. I can go for a Lightbearer team like this. Like, I can't run the Thorin. If you can't beat people, then copy their teams. Like, it seems like a lame strategy, but honestly, this is how you improve your teams, because you take inspiration from the designs of other people. And I never would have thought, like, trying Lightbearers would actually be a good option, but this did so well. It was really scary, honestly. But I think the problem with running a defense like this is that the player would just put a Brutus or a Thorin like he did in the back to tank the Vala, and then kind of nothing would get done here. Because who were the heroes on the buff tiles? It was the Vala and the Merrily. I mean, Merrily would always be able to get off a little bit of damage, but yeah, I'm not sure like if I should actually be running that team. So let's take a look at the other replays. So moving on to team number 2. My favorite team of this week at least. Okay, they gave up the buff tile so Shakir doesn't get the position swap, but he still gets attack buff from the Rainier Charms. And Shakir's almost ready to cast his ultimate right now. Lily May is going to interrupt him, which is definitely a counter. However, Brutus is already going to town and getting work done. So my Coco died, right? And this is the problem. And this is why I was thinking Makola would just be better. Because even if Makola goes down, you still have the Honor Arena that you can control for the attack buff. But Coco, if she goes down, there's no value for your team. And that's why I still am leaning towards probably Makola being better. Because somehow my Coco died, even though there was no targeted attack towards her. So yeah, I mean, I'm leaning towards Makola being better just because I know my Coco is bound to die, right? So that's why Makola would probably be better. The other thing I could try is I could have I could even do something like this, having the damage reduction onto Makola, give her a better chance of surviving, and energy onto the Rainier. I think this might be fine. I gave the energy to Makola to try and cast her Curse Sphere faster. But I think her damage reduction is probably better to keep her alive. I don't know. Both of these could be options, but I'm going to try this a bit more. Okay, and let's go ahead and save that and take a look at the final team. Replay. So final team, I'm not going to watch this because this doesn't seem like a super strong opponent to Mauler team. Like it was with his leftover options. I want to watch someone who ran a really strong team like this. Look at this. Paragon 2 eironn control team into our stall team, because this is more of a fair test of the strength of this. So Lily May gonna interrupt the eironn, which is really good. Okay, Dorian going down. The other thing I like about our positioning, having Haywin as far back as possible, is she is more protected, because another option we could do is move both Dorian and Haywin up one more tile, be more into the enemy territory. But I think that would overall be worse. Okay, so Scarlita doesn't even have to come down and the team is going to finish them off. And that is the power of Lily May. But I'm really tempted to try Prissa with those effects, honestly. Prissa could be great. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the second team. He's running Vala Mauler comp. Basically, this is the comp that I was running last week, right? However... wait, where is my Shakir? My Shakir is, because it's showing me as the red health. So my Shakir didn't get position swapped, I guess. He actually did really well here with this team. The problem with Vala is really good in the Mauler team, but in this map it's less good, because she has to go too close range to the enemies to begin attacking them. Okay, my Coco got value here. Getting off the ultimate multiple times, I believe. Friesto dealing the damage as well. Yeah, Rainier is a really good option for the opponent. How come my Brutus is attacking so slowly? Looks like everything's moving in slow motion, but then finally we clean it up in the end. Okay. So interesting, but it kind of shows that this Mauler comp is going to be better than like the Vala version, because it's pretty similar Paragon tiers of the heroes. So I would favor, yeah, the Friesto rather than Vala, basically. Otherwise the team is the same. Okay, and on the final team we already watched this win. Okay, let's take a look at... Oh wait, let's watch the first replay. So the first replay is he was running the Scarlita Stroll team. Yeah, which is very strong with Lily May. And this is the team that I was running on my defense earlier today. Oh no, wait, this is my defense. Wait, he clears my Scarlita Stroll team? He clears my Scarlita Stroll... No, wait, where's my team? My team's the opponent's side. Yeah, my Scarlita's on the third team. But it looks so much like my team that I'm thinking this is my team. And we have the same Paragon Ascension and everything. Wow. Okay, so my Vala team worked here. And this is what I was thinking. I feel like Vala is probably a better option than having like a tank like Granny, because what is Granny gonna do, right? I think having another kill threat is probably more important in the comp, although this was really close. Yeah, this was really close. We almost won it. If I had the Granny instead of the Vala, maybe it would win. I don't know. It's so difficult because into certain matchups it's better. But like, for example, here we got a win against Icy who has the Paragon 2s. I want to see this. Okay, we control him. Oh, he's going for Grave 1 buff tile, so we get the value already because we have that control lockdown. He doesn't have any unaffected heroes. He still out-survives though, and he's going to kill my Vala before my Vala can do anything, and he also has a Thorn in the position to tank the Vala mark. This is the problem with Vala on defense. Without hidden tiles, like, it's too counterable. Yeah, I mean, this definitely could have went the wrong way, and we could have ended up losing this. Okay, yeah, Vala on defense, I wish it could work, but it just doesn't work. This one, okay, we got destroyed because it's a Celestial Hypogean team, but let's just take a look at it. He has, like, the Dream Team. Does my Coco do anything for me here? That's what I want to find out. Or is it better for me to run Mikola? We get the damage reduction, so that definitely is something, right? Brutus is spinning to win, but it's not enough. The Fresters are so tanky. Frester is so tanky. My Frester is tanky and the opponent's Frester is also tanky. Wow. And my team is not grouped up nicely, so Shakir is not getting a massive buff from the Will's Will. But honestly, we're not doing so bad, but yeah, Skurly is going to clean it up because we don't deal the damage in time. So this is the thing, without Mikola, you lose out on the damage, right? She would have given the attack buff to my team, maybe that would have been enough to burst through this team. So I think Coco, honestly, even though it seems like it would be really great, I don't know if it's actually contributing that much to the strength of my team. So it does look like probably Mikola is better, but definitely if you don't have Mikola, Coco is totally runnable, and it's even arguable to being better. Okay, he kind of ran a weird team for the final one. This is not a very strong team. Because it's like, it has Odie and it also has Arden, and Odie is countered by Thorn because Thorn has multiple lives. Odie counters Granny, but Odie doesn't counter Thorn. Thorn counters Odie because it also gives him a really high damage reflect. And Floribel also counters Odie because he keeps locking onto the nearest enemy, and that's going to be all of Floribel's summons. Yeah, so this is just a convincing win. Okay, now, what is the conclusion of all of these replays? I still don't know. I think it's that maybe Mikola is a little bit better. I'm gonna try Mikola a bit more with like the damage reduction. Yeah, and then team number 3. I like this team a lot. But I also like Star-Lord's team, which I told you, having these heroes on the first map and having Prissa instead of the Floribel to buff up the Lily May. I think it's a really smart choice, and it's very similar to the team Wooster is running right now. So even though I really like the Prissa idea from Star-Lord on the team number 1, instead of Floribel buffing up Lily May, I really like that idea. I think it's a really cool idea, and is, I'm sure, very strong. But the problem is, I don't feel like my eironn team fits very well into this final map. To be honest, it's really awkward, especially the fact that like Damien can't be in a good position to heal up the entire team. I like a much more grouped up formation to get value from the Damien. Now, I kind of like this team, however, I don't really like the Vala, although maybe the Vala just to force the opponent to position their tank in the back is valuable enough. But I don't know, I feel like we'll probably be better off running Granny or Rowan in this team. Like, definitely we could try something like this. I think it should be pretty good. Is there any advantage of doing the Valor Shield spell? The thing with the Valor Shield spell is I really like it. However, it is not giving as much value to my backline ally who has the shield already to make them unaffected. So, but the stats it gives are really nice. The haste and attack. It's very similar stats actually to Resonating Spell. But Resonating Spell can charge up energy a bit faster to have Arden nuke them, which is really strong. It's really powerful. I think this is the team I'm going to try. I feel like there's more synergy here. Definitely, I think another option would be Rowan instead of the Granny. And I could definitely see how Rowan would be pretty much dream option for this team. it would allow your Ardent to charge up even faster and try to nuke the opponents quicker. Because really what it seems like is the way that the people are dealing with this is they Vala my Ardent and they're going to kill the Ardent in the end. And like if I have Granny in the front, it's not going to change anything. Ardent is still going down, right? Okay, I want to try it like this. Because look at the weakness, right? I lost this first team. Okay, it was a Scarlita stall team. I think I would probably lose that no matter what. That's a really strong team. Here I lost to the Vala. I do not want to lose to the Vala again. Now if we just take a look at this, like let's imagine what would happen differently if we had Rowan here. If we had Rowan here... Okay, Vala would have still done that. Vala would have still killed my Carolina. They just charged too quickly. They charged way too quick. How did she gain so much energy? Wait, how did that happen? There's no Rowan in this team. How? Don't understand. Is the Iron Shield giving you energy or something? Valor Shield? Look at that. Where did that energy? Where is the energy coming from? It is Valor Shield. Valor Shield is giving them the energy. Okay. I was so confused because I thought it only made you unaffected, but I guess it's giving you energy too. In that case, I should definitely be running that. Immune to control. They gain... Rearmost ally gains 75 haste. But is that haste enough to charge the energy that quickly? Okay guys, I have an idea. We're also going to use Valor Shield. And we're going to use Vala, but we're going to have her on the tile, the buff tile instead. With the Valor Shield, something like this. Now, eironn is also going to be unaffected. The Vala is going to have high amount of haste. Wait, this is... they keep... It's so confusing. Who is the one getting... Who is the rearmost ally here? It's the Vala, right? Like, this is how it was in the past. I don't know if they fixed it and made it Arden. Yeah, but in the past, it's always been the Vala who gets this. Okay, I'm going to assume Vala will get the Vala Shield. And then she's going to be a nuking threat. Now, I know the thing is they're going to put a tank in the back, but... what can you do about that? Do we want to do Carolina in here as well? Carolina... Or wait a second. What if we just put the Arden in the back? Arden in the back to charge up faster with the Valor Shield. And... couldn't that be good? Like, Vala already charges pretty fast. And then we have the Carolina off the tile. Somewhere around here, maybe. I don't know. I'm just really confused about what is the best team comp here. We could even use Parissa. But Parissa doesn't Parissa doesn't benefit this comp as much as like Lily May. Stacking Lily May is much more important. I feel like this should be pretty good. Maybe this is better than having the Carolina on the buff tile. Because my Carolina was just getting nuked by the opponent Vala. And I don't want that to happen. And then if it's like a Vala versus Vala matchup, that might be better. But the enemy Vala is still gonna probably kill my Vala. That's a problem. It's so difficult. Like, I mean, if we have Rowan in here instead of the Carolina. Oh, okay. What about... like, but I don't even know what's gonna happen. Probably Vala's gonna charge up her energy before Rowan even casts his ultimate. Because based on how quickly that Vala charged, I feel like my Rowan is not even gonna charge up in time to compete with that. But maybe we go for something like this. Carolina is too slow burning. Go for like this heavy nuke comp, getting your ultimate cast first. It'll force the opponent to have a tank in the back for the Vala. Okay, I'm gonna test this for a bit. I don't know, guys. It's so difficult. It's either Carolina in here, Rowan in here, Granny in here. I think most likely Granny does not belong here. I think it's either Rowan or Carolina, pretty much. And I don't know who should be the best on the buff tiles. I don't know which artifact is the best. But I'm going to try Valor Shield instead of the Resonating, because Valor Shield seems to be stronger. It also makes the eironn unaffected, which is valuable. And it gives him a shield, which is nice. Gives him... so I'm going to try this team. I don't know if this is going to be better. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. After watching the replays, we've made just some minor adjustments. I don't know if these are going to be better. But I think overall, these defenses, I trust them more than the defenses I posted in yesterday's video, and that's why I wanted to update that. And good luck, guys. Hopefully you can get a good rank in Supreme Arena, and as we continue to see over the week how these defenses do, I will update you if I feel like there are better defenses out there. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now. And if you want to join my AFK Journey Discord server, there's a link to that in the description of this video. But anyway, guys, hopefully I'll see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now. And thank you for watching.